Why, hello YouTube! Greetings from the LazyEyebrowReviewer to a review of Titan's Return Hot Rod. Hot Rod is a deluxe futuristic sports car that's red, which is odd. I mean, for the cartoon and for the MP, he's that weird shade of purpley magenta. But then you get a deluxe and he's always red. Not that that's an odd paint, but the odd part is how much better I think he suits this color, despite technically being inaccurate. And yes, this absolutely is a post-Transformers 86 movie character, so naturally not my favorite. However, what is awesome about that is since all the post-movie figures weren't based on actual vehicles, and there's probably a reason for that, the updated versions get to look as close as they want to the original, and get away with it. So here we have a wide and low sports car with a flame job, exhaust pipes down the side, and a big ol' spoiler to complete the look. Even the back is a much, much better rendition of Hot Rod over that trash toy from way back when, with its stupid gap in the back that if you lose the gun, well, that's your problem. Its weird inaccurate exhaust system, and its terrible pull-out shoulders on some weird sliding joint, but be careful because the track system isn't set correctly and it'll get stuck. Yeah, I slowly grew to hate that figure. I didn't mind it so much back then, but now, ugh. I actually wasn't going to pick up this figure, but it got sent to me anyway, and I'm actually glad it did, because what an improvement! I just can't say enough how well they've engineered this thing to be impressive. One thing this feature also has is an opening cockpit. The wrong way, mind you, but it's there. And inside can fit his Titan Master? What? I can't say I've watched much of the actual Japan Headmaster show, but correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't he supposed to have a Target Master? In any case, he gets a little cockpit where Toy Hacks labels have display gauges and controls and all sorts of goodies for the Titan Master to use. But let's take him out for a sec. Not to review him, mind you. He's a Titan Master. They all look the same to me, so nuts to that. Anyway, another cool feature is Hot Rod comes with his gun thing, and this can slot right into the engine to give you some of that sweet, sweet nostalgia, and the Titan Master can plunk himself down in two for a manned turret. The point of this, though, is kind of beyond me. The gun's position is locked, and Hot Rod can see where it's going. What difference does it make at this point who's pulling the trigger? It's not like Star Fox Zero where the lasers work independently of the ship and it practically needs two players to be any fun. Seriously, Hot Rod could just do this by himself. Oh well. For size comparison, Masterpiece Ultra Magnus, Titan's Return Blur, and Generation Springer. So that was vehicle mode, and it's actually pretty sweet. A vast improvement over the old one. Just, man, oh man, what a difference this guy is. On to transformation. Fold up and around and down the entire rear of the car. Rotate around the entire rear section, flip out the feet, and close the side fenders over top. Rotate down the shoulder joints, fold in the front bumper, and fold down the hood to make a chest. Flip out the hand, rotate the waist 180, and finally pop the head in. Then split apart the guns, and you're done. Now this Hot Rod is very much an amazing figure. There's none of the aforementioned terrible shoulders. The figure compacts itself really well to look the part. There's none of that swing up the spoiler, but not all of it, the wings need to stay and then rotate all of it nonsense. No, this is a clean and tidy reworking of a character I'm not entirely fond of, and I can live with that. Toy Hacks' chrome shines in all the right places and really helps to spruce up an otherwise bland figure initially. As for weapons, you have two options. One being the twin blasters he came with, or he can Space Ranger it up with some arm-mounted triple-barrel exhaust blasters. Awesome! I honestly really do appreciate the exhaust system being put back onto this figure as it really did make an iconic bit of the toy. As for size comparison, Generations Wreck-Gar, Titan's Return Blur, Generation Springer, and Masterpiece Ultra Magnus. I'd highly recommend Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus if this is the line you're going for, as RC and Cup are now out there too to complete your Season 3 team, but I don't have Combiner Wars Magnus anymore, so what can you do? Anyway, Articulation. The fact that he has a Headmaster gimmick shoved in there for no reason kind of ruins what otherwise was a great toy. As such, he can move his head no further than what his legs get in the way for. This bothers me. Otherwise, shoulders rotate the full 360. The new shoulders allow for a larger range of outward movement, bicep swivel, and a 90-degree elbow. Waist rotation, legs go backward and forward, thigh swivel, and a 90-degree knee. Its articulation's so great, he can even do the splits like he was so known for. Other poses include pointing and shooting, and the Iron Man pose. So that's been the review for Titan's Return Hot Rod. An amazing update to a toy from years back that, let's face it was trash. We knew it, but we didn't want to admit it. This has been the Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer.